All right, in our next article, we're going to be talking about the Golden State Warriors are recalling their center James Wiseman from the Santa Cruz. So he is being called up from the G League after his 7-game stint. So with that being said, let's start with DeMarcus. What do you think?
I like it. I just think he needs to gain his confidence playing at the NBA level. Because you would think playing with Steph Curry and of course Klay Thompson and like that Warriors team, things would be a bit easy for him and easy to adjust to. But him, I guess he just isn't getting it like quick enough. But I believe given time he will. I don't want the Warriors to trade him because I feel like he'll be just a fucking force on another team. He just needs time to just find his confidence and find his rhythm within the team. Like he might be good with the pick and roll with him and Steph, with him and Klay playing off that pick and roll, or even Jordan Poole. Like I feel like they should. It's good they called him back up just to like encourage him more.
I would say that I think the problem with Wiseman is he is a really good player with the ball in his hands. He's not the best as an off-ball type of player on offense. So I think he needs to become a better off-ball player to be able to fit into the Warriors' offense effectively. So he's one of the best post players when it comes to big men, probably in the league. His post moves are outstanding. But to get him in that situation, you gotta set up the offense to get him the ball in the post. And that's not really how you have the offense set up. You're trying to get clean shots for Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole, So you need Wiseman to be a better pick and roll player. You need him to crash the glass more effectively. You just need him to be a better player off the ball and probably improve a little bit on defense too. So I think that that's what they're hoping for, and maybe getting him a chance down in the G League to get some playing opportunity to practice his off-ball skills. So I think that's probably their goal. I don't think he had a confidence problem, and the reason why I don't think it is a confidence problem is when they first drafted him, he actually came in and was playing very well. He was playing well. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson were injured at the time, so arguably there actually was a lot of pressure on him. He was a first-round pick. He came in while Curry and Thompson were injured, and he was being asked to carry the team until they were able to get back on the floor, and he did a really good job of it. So I don't think he has a problem with confidence. He did have an injury where he had to miss a whole season, so I think it's a combination of trying to get him back from an injury and trying to get him to change his role to be more complementary to the star players they have on their team.
So he tore his meniscus,
which is a lot better of an injury than a cruciate ligament. So
I like his form.
Yeah, no, he's a great player. Like I'm really excited to I don't know. Like that's the thing in the NBA. I love seeing the young players. I'm kind of tired of the old people. Fuck them.
And then like I remember we did.
Oh my bad.
Oh no, go ahead, Kevin.
All right, I was gonna say I think Wiseman would be a fun player to like pair alongside like a LaMelo Ball. I think that's his skill set. Someone that can get him the ball like in the post where he can make some good post moves to get it in the ball.
Yeah.
Send him to Denver.
I don't think he would fit good in Denver.
Damn it.
Honestly. I think maybe a good backup to Jokic, but I don't think.
No, but Wiseman needs to be a starter. Wiseman's a starter, man. He needs to be on the starting five.
Also, I don't think him and Bones would have very good chemistry. I think Steven Adams works perfect because John Morant.
They do got Steven Adams down there.
He's like the rebound king. So
yeah, I like Steven Adams.
If you have your best player as
he can set a good ass screen too.
Very well. If you can get the rebound, that is a huge factor. Kind of like Dennis Rodman for the Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan was one of the best three-point shooters, so when he did miss a three, Dennis Rodman would just get the ball back and he would get a second shot, So
yeah.
I think that covers it for this article. Let's move on to the next one. And really quick, before we wrap up this video, we're going to close it out with a little bit of news on the Denver Nuggets and the Dallas Mavericks. So Finney Smith's late three helps Mavs to a 1-point win over the Denver Nuggets. So with that being said, how about Corey? Why don't you start it off this time?
I was so mad. Okay, this is the first NBA game I was able to watch all year, right? So right off the bat, I mean, oh my gosh, it was right off the bat. I'm like, okay, this could be I can see this being a NBA Western Conference final matchup. I guess going through it, my new favorite player is Nahshon Highland. Fucking Bones. Who the hell has a nickname named Bones?
John Jones.
Oh, well. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Snoop Dogg in that movie Bones. He had 20 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And here's another thing. Christian Braun, a former Jayhawk, is on the Nuggets. Dude, I'm a Nuggets fan now.
No, I honestly missed this one, but I still expected it to be a close one. Whenever you got Luka Doncic going up against the big Joker. Sorry, Corey, I'm gonna have to disagree about that Western Conference Finals matchup.
We can get into that a little bit later.
Yeah, I got other teams that might beat them out. Of course, if they meet in the playoffs, that is going to be a 7-game series, and whenever them two do play, it's always good to see. You know, I'm actually surprised the Nuggets lost. Felt like they could have squeaked this one out. To me, I just feel like the Nuggets been doing kind of poorly lately. I thought they'd be at least have more wins than losses. Well, of course they have more wins than losses, but you know, more wins than they do. And then I got 10 losses. I thought maybe like at least. Can't think of numbers right now. My brain is like kind of slow right now.
It's all good.
But I feel like that would have been at least like, you know, the number 1 seed. Are they the number 1 seed in the West?
They are. I have no idea. Yes, they are the number 1 in the Northwest by.
The Western Conference standings as a whole. I thought that would be number 1.
No. Yeah, they're only 2 games back on the Suns. They're only 2 games back.
I thought that'd be number 1. I'm gonna try to wrap it up real quick. But of course they got Michael Porter and Jamal Murray. They just came back this year from injuries last year.
All right, so I thought that this game was a huge letdown for the Nuggets. So
I agree.
the Nuggets started out and they were just playing incredible for about the first 5 minutes. I think we had a double-digit lead within the first 5 minutes, and after a Mavericks timeout, the Mavericks came back, closed the gap, and ever since that point, the Nuggets just seemed like they were 1 step behind until about the last 5 minutes, where they actually started playing pretty well, and it was their late game defense where things fell apart. So they were doing a great job on guarding Luka, except they almost did too good of a job, as they sent a double team to Luka when he had the ball at half court, which allowed him to make the pass over to Finney-Smith for the game-winning 3. So maybe a poor decision for the Nuggets when it came to their double team choice in that scenario, but I think that is something that they can work out, minor kinks like that, over the course of the season. And I guess my hope would be that they are able to execute on those type of plays more efficiently as the season goes on. That was something that over the last couple years, they were one of the best teams in the league at doing, as executing within the last couple minutes of close games, as we were one of the best teams at winning games that were within 2 points with less than 2 minutes left. So, and overtime. Anytime the game would go to overtime, we would typically win. So that's kind of the Nuggets' identity. So I'm hoping we can get back to that this season, because it makes a huge difference when you can pick up those wins. So that's about all I have to say with this.
So Kevin, you were telling me about this earlier. Why do the refs hate Denver? Because all throughout the second half, oh my god, there was like an obvious travel call on the Mavericks, and then it's like they call a really little dinky little travel call. And you know why that would be the case?
I know Tony Brothers hates Jokic, so I can tell you Tony Brothers is just way too emotional. So every time
I feel like his name is
into the Nuggets game, he ends up making terrible calls.
I have a good feeling we're gonna be
Tony Brothers specifically.
I have a good and bad feeling we're gonna be talking. That name's gonna pop up in conversations like this a lot. Tony fucking Brothers. Well,
Tony Brothers is trash.
See, here's the thing. Also, not only did Finney-Smith on the Mavericks do well, Tim Hardaway Jr. hit so many crucial threes. And that's another thing, like you said, about late game defense for the Nuggets. They allowed so many so many easy baskets, I should say. Like, could you agree with that? They allowed a lot of easy baskets in the end, and if they just put the what's that shit people call it? Clams. Fucking put the clams.
Yeah, I
on
agree
them.
with that.
Something.
All they needed to do was do that.
Made another good point
What?
regarding Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, because
He stepped up as the Mavs' second option, which is
100%.
why they have been such a slow start this year. Is they haven't had any help for Luka Doncic. Their shooting has been absolutely terrible this year. So if Tim Hardaway Jr. can step up and provide that scoring to take some of the pressure off of Luka Doncic, that's going to add some wins to the record. So I think you make a really good point bringing up Tim Hardaway Jr.
he had 29 points.
Yeah, they need it.
Crazy work.
Holy
Six
shit.
threes, 6 for 8.
Shooting percentage was outstanding too.
Yeah, Hardaway played out of his mind, dude.
Man, from Dorian.
So yeah, I think
double.
that's probably the major takeaway would be the Nuggets late game execution and Tim Hardaway's resurgence as the Mavs second option.
Yeah, 'cause that's why they brought him in, right? Didn't he come from New York? They traded him.
No, he was supposed to be just like a shooter originally.
Well, that's what he
Because
is.
he had Brunson
Well, he's
as
doing
the-
that. He's doing that and then some.
Yeah, so I think he's stepping up and filling the role that the Mavs need. So, good shit, Tim Hardaway.
No.
We see Jimmy. He gave credit to his dad's Hall of Fame, so I think that will cover it for our NBA news for today. So with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully there's some good games to watch tonight, and we will catch you in the next episode of the Game of Inches basketball news.
You suck, brothers.